I just want to introduce our lovely panelists as well. We've got Harry Harrop, Christy, and Ojo Stevie. And I'll let them introduce themselves.
Essie? Oh, Harry. G'day, handsome devils. My name is Harry Harrop. I've been streaming for about 3 years now, 2 years with Final Fantasy XIV, and it's such a lovely community that we got here, especially in Materia. And this is all for you guys, so thank you for having me.
We like you, mate.
Oh, I like it.
Hello. Hey, what's up? Hey, gang. Hello, my name is Christy. I've been making Final Fantasy XIV content for like 4 months. I'm the dedicated sprout of the panel, so I've been making content for about 5 years though, so Final Fantasy XIV is very different. But I hope you guys have a good time, and make sure you stay around to the end, because there's treats, by the way.
Wonderful prizes and queries. My name's Ojo Stevie. I've been streaming Final Fantasy for, I can't remember, a few years now. I run lots of in-game events like Let's Play and Billionaire, and soon I'll be in a musical as well. So.
Yeah, that's right! That's fine.
Up?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. We're good. So how this panel's going to run, we have some questions that we are going to be asking each other and putting in our own inputs from our own experiences with creating content from Final Fantasy XIV. So our first question is, why did we start creating content within Final Fantasy XIV, and what aspects of creating content stands out for us? So, who would like to start?
I'll say, alright, I wanted to play something I enjoyed, so I just picked up Final Fantasy XIV. I've been playing it on and off since the Arrival Born beta, and I just decided, you know what, I enjoy this game, I want to play it more often, I'll stream it. And away we go. What stands out for me about Final Fantasy XIV is that the options are literally limitless. You can do just about anything in terms of customization. You can build sets, you can glamour, dress up however you want the transmog. It's insane how many different options there are to create something within Final Fantasy XIV.
Glamour is endgame. Yeah, Glamour is me and Stormblood, like, yeah, Glamour! Woo, yeah! For me, I had like a brief streaming break because I was really burnt out with content, and I picked up 14, like my last stream, I like made my Warrior of Light, and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. And then I played it non-stop through my break, and I was like, I should really be streaming this. And then I came back, and the community's been like really supportive. They love Sprouts for some reason. I don't know what it is. I'm just running around like a headless chicken, really trying to do my best out here. What was the other bit? Aspects of creating content stands out for me. Everyone's so nice, and it's so easy to fill lobbies for me. It's so good. I can fill like my party finders so fast because everyone's like, "Oh, you're doing this for the first time? Let me in." It's so sweet. It's really, really, really easy. I think I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge part of why I now create Final Fantasy XIV content. The community is incredible. Everyone is out to make sure everyone's having the best time possible while playing the game. For me, the creative aspects within the game, the creativity is just endless, like what Toast was saying. You can go from a high-end rating to then doing glamour competitions. Like, there is, like, with other games that I've created content before, it's just, I played a lot of Overwatch, and that was just a lot of Overwatch grind, very repetitive, where I wanted to build a community. I wanted to bring people together. I wanted to make a space where people felt welcome, a space where people felt like they belonged, and that was really important to me, not just, hey, watch me try to click some heads, but I'm not very good at it. So it was very different from the two games. And with Final Fantasy XIV, it's so fulfilling creating content for this game and seeing people come together for it.
Yeah, so for me, the reason why I started creating with Final Fantasy XIV, I'm an MMO player through and through, and I've played another MMO, World of Warcraft, for about 14 years, and For me,
Oh,
it
he's
was,
old.
Yeah, I'm a bit old school, casual. But anyway, I've lost my train of thought. For me, no, you're right. For me, it's to try a new adventure. It was perfect timing with the release of Materia when that came out as well. And for it as well, playing other games, I had a lot of anxiety. Like, say for example, if I did a mistake and rewired, say just everyone left the party, for example. Everyone in Materia, they're all just happy, patient, and if they're a young sprout, they're keen to help you out and all that jazz. The aspect of creating content stands out. So for me as well, like, I'm kind of pinching myself because I'm in a panel with like people I look up to, and it's pretty crazy.
It's fine.
But like, what I've got out of content creating is that the fact that inspiring other people to create content as well, it really means a lot to me, and I love to see people grow as well. And, we're all a bunch of happy bunch here, so yeah.
Yeah, we're all here to help each other out, support each other, build each other up. And yeah, I think that's the biggest part of Final Fantasy is bringing people together, building each other up, and creating amazing content for people to enjoy as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so is it important for content creators to run a free company/guild? Wow, I think Harry's got a good answer for us for this one.
Yeah, so for me, I do agree that it is beneficial to have a free company or a guild, whichever MMO you play, but it does have its disadvantages as well. Like for me, a good friend of mine told me that it's very difficult to be a content creator and an FC leader at the same time because your FC can only grow so much, and it came to a point where I'm like, do I want to be a content creator? Do I want to be an FC leader? So it's very important to have that support network with you as well, with all the mods, people having the same ideas with you, and it can grow. So most definitely. So yeah.
It's extremely difficult to please everyone. So you can run a guild and do all these things that make them happy, do so many events, and which we love doing, right? We love doing that. But then there's also things that we have to do as a content creator to build our brands and to also start reaching out to more than just your free company and helping, say, more of Materia DC and bring more people together, because we also need to look after ourselves and how we're going to grow as content creators as well.
Right, yeah.
Where if we're really focused just on this small knit free company, sometimes it can restrict us from even creating our YouTube content because we're spending so much time doing in-game events. So this also comes down to, like Harry said, having a network of people that can help you. And this will also lead into another question that we talk about later on about making people feel important, making people feel like they're a part of something bigger rather than just a viewer in your stream or just someone in the free company. They are more than just a number. They are a person. They want to feel included and a part of something.
To lead on with that, viewers don't owe you anything. Like, they don't owe you anything. They can leave at any point. You shouldn't expect people to just be there. Like, if you give them content they're going to enjoy, they're going to be able to be involved with, you're going to have a good, healthy, happy community at the end of the day. Big kisses to you too, my guy. Yes. I'm telling you, Mum. I can't really answer this one because I have an FC and it's got 4 people's ults in it because I didn't have anyone to name. I was like, I want a house, please let me do endgame. I just want to decorate it. But I think when you go across like all of these amazing creators' channels, you really see how much effort they and their mods and like their officers in their FC will put into events, and it's really like inspiring to see. So always, I think as a viewer, I am a viewer, always like, I like to say thank you because like you guys put on like some hectic stuff. Like Sarah does a lot of like adventure play things, and I always stand in queue. I'm like, mine's a win, and then Lucy hates it, so it doesn't win. But yeah, I think
Honestly, I don't think you even need to run an FC, to be honest. I have one called the Breakfast Club, and I love it. But we're a bit of a halfway house for people changing server.
I love that.
Yeah, we have people come and join all the time, and there's a few core members that stick with us. So like actively, we may have even 6 people, if that. But the Breakfast Club is more than just the FC in the game. It's the community around us, which is Saber FC as well. It's part of Spoo, part of people all over. And I find it's just important that we're focusing more on the community than it is just specifically the FC. It does have its benefits, like housing. In some ways, my FC is a bit of a shell corporation, just so we can own land. So we have land for events. But at the end of the day, it's more about everyone else than it is about the core that builds the FC. It's about Materia as a whole, to me.
Yeah, well put. Alright, how do you build loyalty? What strategies foster a sense of belonging within your community? So again, this is where I come back to your guild, your free company, letting the community help out. They love to help out. They want to be a part of your community. They want to feel like they're a part of something bigger, and this makes them also like a true community member to our community as a content creator as well. They want to show up because they get so much fulfillment for helping us out as well. And it is just like such a beautiful relationship that you can bring between everyone. And Twitch is like such a great platform for that, because I think all of us yell at like Materia DC in our stream titles. So then people know, it's like, oh, we can join them, we can help out. And then someone that could just be sitting at their computer feeling a little bit lost, alone, can join in this community, make some friends, hang out with us, and it's such a beautiful thing. It really is. And I was getting to someone, but I've just lost my train of thought. What was I going with this? I've totally lost my train of thought. But Christy.
One thing I have as a joke with me in my chat, because I'm still quite new with 14, everyone knows what a parasocial relationship is, yes. My running joke in my chat is I'm the one with the friendship with my chat, and they're like, Christy, please go away. You are too needy. I'm like, please just run this break with me. It's going to take forever to fill. Please. It's going to be really fun, I promise. I think if you're over reaching out to people, they will get sick of you. And that's okay. Like I said, they don't owe you. I need to not swear. This is very difficult. But I think it's very important to have that respect for other people's times as well. If you have respect for other people's times, you will slowly build that loyalty, and they will come when they're available, and they will want to help out with, if it's a raid or if it's like a community event, and like they will run their own little events. Wait, what was it you were talking about the other day? Like a few weeks ago? Someone in your thing was like running events. Your officers just like run events.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, it's sick.
Lucy ran a quiz night off stream, because some people also in the guild free company don't like to be on stream. Fair enough. Totally valid. So we have FC officers run events outside of stream for people that don't want to be on stream. Completely fair, totally understandable. So that's something else to think about. Some people are very shy and they don't want to be in the limelight of events and stuff like that. So think about those community members as well.
Like, I feel like for me personally, just as I went through my journey, it's all about just being yourself as well. Because before just saying my real name is my Twitch IRL, I used to be called Aussie Hez, I used to wear a corp hat and all that stuff, and like
I see it.
And it's just I think the loyalty comes where I think like viewers tend to watch you because they relate to you as well.
Yeah.
And it's just be you really. So yeah.
I like to give people jobs.
Yeah.
This amazing photographer for BlitzClam, Orinoco. Yeah, you heard that, buddy. When putting events together, it's another question to touch on, but I like to, get people invested, have incentive, have prizes, have things to hand out. Like for BlitzClam, it's a seasonal glamour competition, it's drop in, drop out, so anyone can join kind of thing. And at the end of the season, we have a grand prize, which is a trophy with your character's name engraved. And I physically post out a physical trophy to the winner of BlitzClam. So we have like real prizes and real incentive for people to come along. But I also like to hand out extra goodies when I can to people and friends. Like if you do the sticker trade, I have stickers to trade of my Warrior of Light that I designed, and I collect them all in a sticker book. So let's go, yes. I find just building connections and interactions with prizes and gifts and connecting with people like that can be really valuable to building loyalty, and that's a great strategy.
All right, on to our next question. That was great. How do you organize and host big events in MMORPGs, and why do people care?
Yeah, I can start. So, for me, it's like my journey is I always advertise. So, like, I'm always doing cheeky plugs. I say at a party finder. I used to run like a Final Fantasy nightclub back with my FC, and even like just 24/7, every hour, I'm just posting like nightclub this day, this time, be there, be square, like. And why people care, like you get your community involved as well. Like I used to be a bartender, I had a viewer be a DJ, and they can be the gambler section as well. So things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of covered this question in our last one as well. But why should they care? Why should they spend their precious time at your event? What are they going to get from that? I think a lot of people think about just the event in general without thinking of the why. Like what are they going to get from the event? How are they going to benefit from it? And these are just things that you need to think about before running events in game. Like what are they going to get from that? So just something to think about when you do try to run in-game events, instead of just thinking, oh, this will be cool, and then you put in so much time and effort into something and then no one shows up.
Guild's usually the best incentive. I'll give out tens of millions of guild like every month. It's insane. And if I had that much guild, I would. Which is why I subsidize with actual trophies and medals and stuff. Because I can't afford to give everybody guild. I wish I could, but I can't. So I suppose a way of getting people to care is to have actual things that people can win. Like I said earlier, give people jobs. It's good fun. People care when they're invested in it, if they have a responsibility to perform or bring something to the event. So by assigning someone a job, like a photographer or like a judge, even I've had past contestants in the Glamour Show guest judge as well, which gave them the incentive to perform better and show up and show off themselves, because now they've got a standard they want to meet because they're judging everyone else. And then eventually maybe everyone else gets to judging them. And so it's really fun to provide these opportunities to people that may not necessarily get that opportunity normally. And it's really exciting to see the growth in people when they have that chance to take on a responsibility for an event or something along the line. Organizing the events for me is very difficult. I'm very bad at advertising. Like I'll put a post in the Facebook group, the Final Fantasy ANZ Facebook group. Love those guys. Thank you. Put a post on the Saturday. I'll maybe put a tweet up every so often, but usually I put it in Discords and stuff and word of mouth. And Party Finder is a big one. You'll see a lot of people use Party Finder to advertise events, which can be very beneficial to bring people in if you are consistent and do not necessarily spam it. Yeah.
Yep.
So how does success look for an in-game event? What key factors contribute to this? So I think a big thing is what does success look like for you? Because obviously that's different for everyone. Personally for myself is that the majority of people had a good time, because you can't please everyone, but the majority of the people had a good time and they walked away maybe making a new friend, creating a new memory. To me, those are the important things that create success in an event and bringing people together to honestly just have a good time and have a good laugh.
Yeah, like for me as well, it's just like having a loyalty, having the same people coming in and out every week with the events, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice that people care and things like that.
If someone makes another meme, then I think we've won. At the end of the day, I want people to be having fun. So it doesn't matter to me if there's 5 people attending an event or if there's 100 people attending an event. As long as people are there, they're having fun, they're making genuine memories, and then maybe they walk away with a meme that lasts. You know, there's a running gag in my community that Blue is by Daft Punk. You know, and so that's it's a bit of a bit I've had to commit to, which is good fun. You know, it's core memories that people can share in that really, I think, sell an experience. You know, people remember how you make them feel, not what actually happened.
100%.
Yeah.
I think for me, because I don't run any events yet, I would like to do like karaoke because I love that shit stuff. I love that stuff. But I like to go to events, and I like to go to those like little nightclubs where they got like a Twitch streamer who's doing their little instance. They're great. Are you kidding? Oh my god, I could just AFK there, do my little bee's knees, and be done with it, and do my work. Like, I think if you have like those sorts of instances, I go to them all the time now because I've made friends through them, and then because I've made friends through them, whenever I log on, it'll be like, they'll like message me like, how was it? I'm like, oh, I love you. It was not good. Thank you. And like, after a tough day, like if you come on and like a regular member of a community is like seeing how you're doing, or like, hey, do you want to run something? Like, it's a very warm feeling to have. So from that, at least from my point of view, I really just like, yeah.
Ooh, I love this question. How has Final Fantasy XIV been different for you compared to your past content? I touched on this a little bit earlier on in the panel, but it's a huge difference for someone that deals with a bit of anxiety. Myself, I used to feel very worked up before starting a stream when playing competitive games. And I am quite a competitive person myself, so it was a huge difference for me to kind of cut off playing esports games, competitive games, and moving to a game that is about building community and about bringing people together, which was so much more fulfilling. You know, when I used to create content for Overwatch, it was, I'm going to turn on this stream. I don't know if I'm going to get stream sniped. I'm not sure if people are going to come in and throw my games. There was just so much anxiety behind that, but all of that is gone now. Like for me, it's logging into Final Fantasy. My character spawns at my guild house. There's all my friends around me, and it's so fulfilling, welcoming. And then it's like, you know, I'll just say hi to everyone in FC chat. Who needs help? Like, let's run some stuff. Let's help each other out. And it's just such a huge difference. Like, I can't even tell you guys, like, the different feelings that I get from creating esports game content to creating content that is about building community and bringing people together. So if there is anyone here that thinks, you know, you have to create games about, I don't know, I feel like this is kind of back in the day now, but it was very common to create content about FPS games or esports games. It's very popular. And like, you know, when you go to the Twitch discovery, it's always the like esports games and stuff usually at the top of the page, but that doesn't matter. You don't have to create games that everyone is watching. It's about creating content from a game that really means so much to you and something you are passionate about. Because I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV since 2015, but I always told myself, oh, it's not a stream game. It's not a stream game. Like, I can play Overwatch. Like, I can play Overwatch. Like, it's so stupid.
It's crazy how we trick ourselves because you're like, oh, everyone else is playing, like, when Valorant came out, I was like, I'm going to be a Valorant streamer.
I did the same thing.
It was, like, I used to love FPS games, and I streamed, so I've been streaming since about 2018. But I was purely like, I'd play CS or Valorant, or like, then I'd started playing Overwatch. And the difference in like community is actually ridiculous because you'll go go on to stream and you'll be like, okay, I like to set goals before I stream. Also, it helps people get invested in what you're doing. And if they're invested, they'll hang out and then they'll do raids with you. How you get them in? Because they're invested. They want you to get through MSQ. That's why I keep delaying my MSQ. I'll get a Stormblood one day. It'll happen. It's fine. One day. I don't know where I was going with this, but my old content was very different, and like I said previously, I took a break because I was just so like mentally exhausted from it, and streaming with Final Fantasy has like, I'm not even kidding, like it's probably the best decision I've made in recent times. And I've made a lot of decisions. So like I feel Final Fantasy is both welcoming and like it's so easy to talk to people as well. Like I'm already extroverted, but like then I get to adopt all the introverts. How do you think I made friends with this one? It's great. It's a good time. So yeah.
It's a good time. I used to stream Sea of Thieves quite a bit way back, and I think I just kind of ran out of content in that. And then I tried Halo, and then I think I started getting angry because I kept getting beaten. So it's I found for me entering into an MMORPG like Final Fantasy is just it's such an open and immersive environment with which you can interact with other people. There's no trying to beat anyone, there's no trying to steal anyone's loot, there's no trying to, pop heads or whatever in Halo. It's not a competitive environment. Everyone's there to hang out, have fun, clear content if you want to. There is PvP, and there's pretty much everything for everyone in that game. And the best part for me, I suppose, was that I was able to enter into that space and just meet people in the game and events and things like that. And the cool thing, like I've said before, is within the game, there's so much that you can do with housing, with glamours and fashion, that you can hold any kind of event you want. You can parody a TV show like Millionaire Hot Seat. You can have a runway fashion show as much as you want. You can run a casino. There are so many different things you can do in Final Fantasy, and I feel like switching into that just opened up so many more opportunities for a variety of content.
Yeah, so for me, it's just touching back when I first started off. So it's just playing a different MMO, new adventure. The community is just so great that it's really helped me a lot mentally. Everyone just wants to help out. They're nice, they're patient, and they're great peeps. Yeah.
Good people. Read it.
Harry can read it.
How do you juggle working a full-time job and being a content creator?
We don't.
We don't.
We absolutely don't. Do you want to
Yeah, I can start off. So, for me, like last year, for example, I worked full-time, 76 hours. Sometimes I do a bit of overtime shift just because Sydney's just so expensive. And as last year as well, I also studied full-time with a postgraduate degree in nursing. And for me, it goes to the next question as well, that if you truly love something, if you truly want to do something, you'll make it work. And I always believe that if you put your mind to it, like it's just anything's just possible. Like it's definitely achievable. Like even if it's just once a week on Thursdays, I just make that my community night and just hang out and the same people are there, and it really actually helps you go through it as well. Like the people that are there continuously, and yeah, smile on my dial, man. Yeah.
I feel like listening to you, I feel like I have a father figure and I'm getting advice. This is really nice. I am a similar thing with Harry. Like I work full-time retail. Oh, I know, it's really bad. I work full-time retail. I also try to stream 4 nights a week. I'm trying to do YouTube content. I'm also an idol. So I also have rehearsal hours. I have Japanese classes. Like I have all of this fuckery that's like takes up a lot of your time. But at the end of the day, like it is all worth it, because if you want to do something, just No, I'm not saying just do it. That's disgusting. Ew. Why was I? So sorry. Ugh. I get disgusted at myself, honestly. I feel like if you want to do something enough, you will make time for it. And if they're the same, like Harry said, even if you do it like once a week, you make it a community night, you get people involved, people will be thankful that you're even making an attempt. One thing I really try to do, like, you don't always feel great after a long day at work. Sometimes you're like, I want to go have a nap, go to bed, have a snack, I'm out. I think people even appreciate, even if you're streaming for like an hour or two, and you're just like hanging out, running some dungeons, like people can still hang out with you, they'll see you on stream. People want to know you're doing well, people want to know you're okay. They do care a little bit, not much, but like a little bit. And I think it's important to at least try, you know? Yeah.
For me, it's all about priorities, scheduling. I work a full-time job, I'm married, my wife's got to come first. That's that simple.
Slay!
It's amazing.
Yeah!
On your toast.
And so I've had to do a lot of negotiating with her to organise nights that I can stream and nights that I can't stream because family time. And then, you know,
You're in the doghouse, bro. Are you kidding?
It's priorities, and the wife comes first. So, you know, depending on the kind of content you want to create, you need to be very careful with your time and how you spend it, where you invest it, the kind of relationships you build with people in and around the game. And so I have an amazing group of friends that help me run events, and without them, we wouldn't have events. And so by having key people who have responsibilities helps me to be able to run events and keep things going when there are nights where I have to work an overtime shift or something and cancel stream, or where I just need to spend a night with my family, my wife. And so, you know, focus on what you want to get out of it and balance your time. Yeah.
We'll go to the next question, and we're going to be a little bit quick with this one because we are running out of time. So again, just what drives us to continue to create every day? For myself, it is for my future and for my community. Like, my goal is to be able to be a stay-at-home mom and be able to create content while still being there for my family. That is the ultimate goal. So, you know, keeping that in the back of my mind every morning I wake up and think, why am I creating this content? Why am I doing this? It's for my future, it's for the people. It's to make people feel like they belong, because I know what it's like to feel completely alone. And I know you just want somewhere to feel like you belong, and that and you know that is why I stream. And just if I stream and can make someone smile during that time, I've done a good job. And that's why we do it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, you just do it for the community and do it for yourself, of course. But yeah, as long as you're having fun, you're having a great time, and just being you, like that's all I can say, really.
What drives me is I like to talk a lot. And people talk back to me, and it's wonderful. It's a really good time. So I just like to yap, to be honest. I like to yap. I like people to have a good... Why are you shaking your head? Oh, you're fixing your hair, it's fine. It's alright. I like to have a good yap, and I like people to have a nice, like, welcoming space. I'm not mean to my community. Don't say anything. No, I just... It's the angel ring right here. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with this. I just like to talk. I like to talk, and I like to play games with people. I like to express myself, and it's a good time, and Final Fantasy has really shown me like a lot of love, so I want to give that love back to the community. Yeah.
I like to see what boundaries you can push with Final Fantasy in terms of content.
Alright, listen, mate.
So I like to run different events. I've done a parody of Millionaire Hot Seat. We called it Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, and then they ran it at FanFest 2 weeks later. I felt very disappointed. it was mad fun being able to blend different media aspects between Twitch and Final Fantasy to have questions and answers and push buttons and sound effects playing and people losing their mind over winning guild. I think doing stuff like that is really fun and encouraging, and it just shows how versatile the environment within Final Fantasy can be. Like coming up, we have a musical called Hairspray. You've probably seen people posting it on Twitter, right? I'm playing Edna Turnblad and Harry's playing Wilbur. So we have a nice little duet together. But you know, the amount of work and prep that's gone into that, we've had consistent schedules and rehearsals. We've had costume checks and the stages that have been built within the housing. It's just insane. It's blowing my mind. I can't wait for everyone to see just how much effort has gone into the production of this
May 11th
musical.
Yeah, where can they watch this case?
It's going to be twitch.tv/JuicyMG.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Just Juice of Bone.
Look it up on Twitter under Matt Gala. It's going to be absolutely incredible, just once again pushing the boundaries of what can be done within Final Fantasy. Because we've seen people do plays, but we haven't seen people do voice-acted musicals. So it's exciting for me to do something different. And I love the community.
Awesome. Yeah, well, that's all of our questions, but do we have any questions in the audience? I'd like to ask us anything. Yeah.
Everyone's like, I'm introverted, don't ask me, I don't want to talk. Yes, let's do it.
Coming up to the mic.
You can line up at the microphone. If you want to, that's okay.
While people line up, I have a question for people on the panel. I have a question. While we wait for people, I have a question.
All right.
What's everyone's favorite emote?
Sweep.
Sweet.
Yes, I was a typical cosplay.
Harry Moonlighted and Steve was great.
Oh, thank you.
What's your favorite emote?
Probably Dote, I guess.
You like to dote?
Everyone dotes.
You're a little Limpsapot?
No.
No? That was a bit
I don't
fast.
spend enough time in Limson.
I do.
It's not very exciting.
So I've been considering doing Final Fantasy 14 content, and I just want to know, like, what would your approach be, like, if you wanted to start that journey inside Final Fantasy 14 and already being content creator?
So you already create content, and do you want to move on over to Final Fantasy 14? Beautiful. I mean, all you have
Join
to do
us.
is start. Honestly, just start. Talk to us. Like we love new content creators. We love building each other up. And like let's do some events together. And like that's the beautiful thing about this community. It's about lifting each other up and communicating. I think that is something that actually kind of lacks in the 14 space sometimes. Is people are scared to reach out and because I don't know if it's a bit of like imposter syndrome. But yeah, just talk to people. Let people know that you're streaming. Like feel a little bit like confident and be like, I have something to give to this community, and I'm going to give it. And all you can do is just start and let people know. Let people know what you're going to start creating.
Have you done MSQ?
No,
People love MSQ.
I know.
Do MSQ.
So I got 14. I played it a little bit a while back ago, and then I stopped doing subscription, but been always thinking about picking it back up and doing it more content in Career PC.
Like I said before, I don't know what it is. They love Sprouts. They love MSQ.
I know, you should get one of my girls.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah.
Just get one of my
just don't be too slow, or they will yell at you.
Just hit like.
It's alright.
Yeah. Hit go, play MSQ, and let people know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And keep it spoiler free.
Yeah,
And,
just
Oh yeah, and for me as well, like when I started off, like it's a bit intimidating, I know, but like every duty, every trial, I always just did a cheeky plug or be sure to check out Harry _Harry. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and you just gotta be you, and people will watch you for being you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you folks talk about being on the Materia DC and that sort of thing as well. So what about doing events that are cross DC?
Yes, because we don't have region travel. It's been incredible. So Materia DC has become this hub for everyone to hang out. We've got people in NA, Europe, and the Japanese data center all coming over to Materia and hanging out. And yes, I totally encourage people from the international data centers to join in with us and join us. And they are the majority of people that have done in-game events with myself during streams is like, everyone is so nice over here.
The voyagers are shook. I
Hey,
swear.
yeah.
Easy.
And I think it's because we want to make people feel like they're at home. Like we're pretty good at that. We're pretty good at that, I would say. So they're not used to this like comforting, welcoming feeling. And I'm so forward to doing more events that include the other data centers and making something, something they can look forward to. Like, come on over to Materia, we're going to be doing this. I recently did a birthday stream and I had a few international streamer friends come on over and join us for stuff, and they had so much fun.
Yeah.
And they are slowly learning our culture and how we do things. Does that answer your question?
If I may, the boat's only going one way at the moment. So if people come to us, we can't go to them.
Yes.
And so, unfortunately, I can't take a house to another server, which is difficult when it comes to
Why not?
location. Right? Take it over the Yoshis. I would 100% encourage people who want you just to come visit from other data centers to our events. By all means, it'd be amazing to have you. But at the end of the day, we can't yet go out. And so, the way that we can bridge that now is by networking, meeting people that have facilities, that have guild prizes they can give out in game, have locations that can host events, would be awesome. I'd love to take my Primer show to other data centers for a period. It would be amazing. It's just a matter of being networked with people that have the facilities and the stuff to be able to do that. So I think it would be amazing. Is that?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Well, these are questions of people who are already here, just because we've only got 5 minutes left and we have a very special
Still have a
thing
drink.
as well after this. Who was your question?
Alright, so like on creation, what is the best material?
Sorry. What was the best server?
The best
The
server.
best world on
Best
material.
water material. I like more. My friends are everywhere.
My friends are
I'm
everywhere.
but everyone else is like Sophia and Sephora. Women.
I started on Ravana and then you poached me to set me
Like I said, my FC is a halfway house for other service.
Wait, how many people here are on Sephiroth? Show hands.
Yeah. Oh, that's like half actually.
Yeah, Ravana?
Yeah.
There's like 4 of you.
Sophia? Zervan?
Nice.
And Bismarck.
The two Bismarckians. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you for the question.
Hello. This is so close. Hello. Hi guys. So my question is specifically for Sarah. I've only just recently started streaming Final Fantasy content on both TikTok and Twitch. But I'm sort of curious if you found a significant difference between streaming between both TikTok and Twitch in Final Fantasy.
Yes, very, very different. So with the TikTok streams, it's a lot of people that don't know what Final Fantasy 14 is. Like, this isn't Fortnite. Like, it's a very different thing, because with TikTok, people are just getting live streams kind of thrown at them, right? Which is good for your discoverability, but some people will like come on over to your Twitch if are you dual streaming? Or, yeah. So some people will come on over, but they may not necessarily be the right kind of people for you, if that makes sense. So they might come in, but they're, personally, because I have tried the dual streaming as well, I've had people that do come over and they stay. They're like, oh, I finally found Final Fantasy 14 content on TikTok. Oh no. Sorry, I'm very distracted. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is the people on TikTok might not necessarily be there for you and your content, where with Twitch, people are in the lookout for their Final Fantasy streamers, if that makes sense. personally, I think it's great to do dual streaming. I think it's really great as a new streamer to throw yourself out on multiple platforms. I always recommend not just streaming on Twitch because it's not great. You need to be doing other things. You 100% need to be doing other things. Where was I getting with this? Sorry, but do both, right? Because why not? For me, it became a little bit too overwhelming having two very active chats, and I felt like I wasn't able to give my full self to my Twitch community, and that was a big thing for me. So I have kind of dropped the TikTok live streaming as well because it was impacting my Twitch chat, which to me was not it. But for someone starting up, I think it's great just throwing yourself out there and creating content for TikTok as well. It's gold. You do it. Yeah.
Good question.
Last question.
Hello.
If you had to pick a favourite class, what would your favourite class be?
I only have White Mage and Dancer unlocked, so I will say White Mage because I like it. Or no, Dancer. DDR is fun. I like it. Yeah.
I like my crayons. That's pretty great. Because I can play Summoner and be very distracted by my Twitch chat at the same time. I'm not very good at multitasking, so if I'm raiding, I like to play a job that's quite simple and it's like a rotation that's not gonna throw me off.
Yeah, for me, like I've always loved Paladin. It's just the whole sword and shield knight vibes. I had this inside joke with Toast is that Holy is a Paladin still, so I was in his Gillionaire and I got the question wrong. So.
Good. I've only got enough brain cells to play warrior effectively.
Also, just quickly, I have something to give.
Oh my god, treats, presents.
Oh, yes! I love it! Thank you!
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's awesome.
So cute. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Really quickly before we get into our last thing, where can everyone find everyone? Where are you? What's your name?
For me, it's pretty easy. It's just Harry_Harrop, which is HARROP, Harrop. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call that, YouTube, and the old TikTok. So yeah.
You can find me on Twitch and YouTube as Sarah Jane, but my Twitter and TikTok and Instagram is Sarah Jane AFK. I stream full-time to Twitch and create consistent content to my YouTube channel as well, so I hope you guys can enjoy it.
I stream on Twitch. Yes. My is Quisty, KWISTYY, and an underscore because it makes people say my name in an Ulu voice, and it makes me very happy.
You can find me at Otoast TV. That's because of the Raise of Toast to me, but yeah, Otoast TV.
Say, come follow everyone. We had a good time this year.
Yeah, I think we will quickly jump into a quick quiz. So we've got 6 prizes, so we're gonna pick 6 people from the audience.
Oh, I can't find people. Put your hand up.
Put your hand up if you think you can answer a question about Final Fantasy XIV Online. Also, big shout out to Square Enix for supplying these prizes for us. They're super great and they're super duper cute.
Olga's like, I do Final Fantasy. Bitch, what?
At the microphone.
How many people have I selected? 4?
I only got 4.
4? You're making an okay sign with your hands, and I like it. So we're going to do you. This in the middle. Oh, I didn't even. You guys are so shy. Like, can you pick me? Ooh. I'm in love with this one. I love redhead boys.
Great. Do you want to put up the prizes? Yeah. Maybe. Let's all stand up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're standing now.
Stand above us, why don't you?
Oh, well. Okay, I'm gonna start.
Nice prize. You can get this thing.
Tropical light.
I'm not up to this. I don't know.
You've seen some. Heaven's Word.
I haven't paid attention to this one.
Right, yeah.
Too distraught.
Outside of the child.
Okay. I'm sure you got this one. But what are the names of the 3 starting areas?
Linosia, Finale, and Gridania.
Yes!
Let's go!
Yeah, you
Congrats.
Mogul clock. Is that a clock?
Yes.
Mogul clock.
Okay.
Big voice.
What are the twins' full names?
Alphino and Alisei Lavia.
Let's go!
Next, you can win Alphino!
Blue Alizé.
Ask a question? Come on. Oh. Okay, this is really difficult.
Cool.
What's a Moogle catchphrase?
Congrats.
Plushy tag.
Alright, just pick one.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the color of Alphinode's outfit?
Blue.
That's cat! Can I take this? That's cat!
That cat's no glue.
That cat!
Who is Ida's best friend?
Papa Limo.
Yeah.
Last prize!
Okay.
Yeah. Name one of the gates in Golden Saucer.
They have names?
Yeah.
Alright, so listen. Sorry.
Okay.
Even I don't know mine.
Oh, like the gates!
Leap of faith.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yay! Thank you so much for coming, everybody. It was really fun. Thank you so much.
Download Final Fantasy 14 online, please.